So here we are. It is day 7. This is Unmasked. I'm your host, Jason Fortune. I I open this circle every day to allow for anyone that needs to have space to come in and share, anyone that needs to listen during these holiday seasons. There's a space for you. Today, I'm feeling pretty good, kind of excited, working out the controls. I'm not near as jittery or, making as many mistakes as I was 7 days ago. So the learning curve is getting better, so I'm excited for that. I'm real glad to be here with everybody today, and I'm real glad to share this space. And that's what I created it for, was a space to share. It's part of the ritual of beginning these circles. I'm always going to talk about how I feel. And I hope you'll think to yourself how you're feeling right now. How are you feeling? How do you feel inside? How's your heart feel? How's your mind feel? Let's also take a couple breaths together. Go ahead and take a large breath in through your nose and fill those lungs. And now exhale like you're blowing out through a straw, slowly. Let's all do this together. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. One more. Large inhale through your nose. Blow. Release slowly, slowly, slowly. Feels a lot better. I'm going to have to get a fade out on that music, but we'll work on that later. Anyway, glad we're all here and we're all centered together and getting ready to proceed with the show. Today's a special day. I'm 1 week in. I said I was going to do this 7 days a week, and I have been able to do this 7 days a week. And that means a lot to me, the dedication to come here and open this space for you. As I become more proficient at the controls, I will be able to start opening up chats that will have all of YouTube and Twitch, where I broadcast daily around 1 and 2 p.m. I try to get there around 1 p.m. Mountain Time, and sometimes it's 2 p.m. We'll keep tightening that up as we go. But, you know what? What's the lesson from this that I take? It's okay to be imperfect. It's okay to make mistakes. I knew I needed to get this space open so I could start learning the controls to open up a space for all of us to hang out together, and I knew I needed to do it right away. So I stumbled into this, and I believe that's worth it when we work on stuff and get better at working on everything that we do. Nothing is ever meant to be perfect. We can't push for perfection. There's no perfect novel. There's no perfect piece of art. There's no perfect piece of music. Maybe Peace, Peace by Bill Evans gets very close. As this space involves Unmasked, we'll have in the future coaches from Sage Collective, which is the sponsor of Unmasked, but coaches from Sage Collective, facilitators from Sage Collective, some clients from Sage Collective to talk about how it is for them. We'll open up this space for live guests to come in and be able to talk about what's happening with them, the good, the bad, there's never anything ugly, and there's never even really anything bad. It all is what it is, and we assign the good and the bad. That's a whole nother story, though. I'm doing this for all of us. During my times in group healing over the last few years, what I've been able to take away has been absolutely incredible. And I wanted to build this space so more people could see what this would be about, so more people could learn how to share and be vulnerable, so more people could learn about Sage Collective, where they could go in and do deeper work in group healing modalities with other people, whether that's people that have PTSD, complex PTSD, grief, people that want to be in men's groups, women's groups, LGBTQ plus groups. There'll be a place for everyone there at Sage Collective, not just this show. Also, I wanted to open up this space because when I'm out there and I'm looking at the internet, I'm looking at YouTube, looking at Twitch, looking at TikTok, Facebook, there's not anybody kind of slowing things down. There's nobody keeping things relaxed and talking about stuff like, have you eaten enough today? Have you slowed down enough for you to remember to drink some water? Drink lots of water. Have you remembered just to try to take a few moments to relax your shoulders? All this stuff we forget to do as the holidays start coming on. Today's the 18th, 6 days away from the show. Is that right? 7 days away from the show. 7 days on the show and 7 days away from the big show, when all the excess consumerism kicks in and we tear the wrapping off those boxes, and we're so happy to get that thing we've been waiting for all year. All that kind of stuff. And there's a lot of pressure that comes with that. Lots of credit cards that get ran through. Lots of parties that are keeping us up late at night. Excuse me. All this stuff kind of builds pressure. Plus, the holiday season is kind of hard on those with tough families, people with broken hearts, people with separating families right now. This is hard. And that's what this space is for me to remind you right now that you are not alone. You are connected. You are seen. And you are loved. There's no such thing as being completely alone, because you have yourself. And hanging with yourself, getting to know yourself, that's the greatest thing there is. I'm going to pause for just 1 second to allow, we had some dropped frames slowing down, so I just wanted to wait for everything to come back together, if you don't mind. Letting the broadband, or actually the Starlink. Oh, there we go again. Having a little bit of problems today. We have a lot of winter up here. Gonna go ahead and switch gears. We had a slow down with the Starlink, and I wanted to make sure everything was going smooth. I'm broadcasting from 9,400 feet up in a very small community on top of a mountain that doesn't even have a dot on the map. Nobody even knows where we're at. So I push this out through Starlink to come to you. And at times when I'm watching everything, I notice there's going to be slowdowns like this. And when there are, I will go ahead and relax things a little bit. Here's the studio that I work out of. I'll tell you, it's pretty nice. Very cold day today. Blustery. Few inches of snow on the ground. But beautiful. Very nice inside here. You know, as Christmas is getting closer, please take the time for yourself. Take the time to learn to say no. Give yourself the biggest Christmas gift that you can give yourself this Christmas, and that's learning to say no. That's right, my friends. No is the biggest gift that you can give yourself, and probably, maybe even the people that ask you to do things. When you say no to them, maybe it's releasing them too. You never know. But should I stay up tonight, watch another movie? No. Should I go out to that extra party after 8 o'clock and hit one more bar with my friends? No. You know, should I go ahead and move all that credit card debt over to 0% on the other side and charge up a whole bunch of Christmas gifts and be the hero for everybody? No. This is me giving you permission to give yourself permission to say no. Now that we're got through that nice little advertisement for no, we're going to move to I want to talk about healing over the holidays and what all that means. It is extremely courageous for those of you that are trying to heal during the holidays. Many times I've watched people, and myself included, say, you know what, we'll just wait. We'll just do that after the new year because this shit's too intense, man. I just don't want to do it now. I don't want to do that to the kids. Don't want to do that to the moms and dads, friends, all that excuses that we have. And here we are, sitting together and doing this hard work. And that's courageous. And you need to hug yourself. As I have worked the last couple years of healing on myself and have been alone a lot of the times, you know, I hug myself. I do. I hug myself to tell myself, man, you're doing the hard work. And even though your friends are there and other people say, we're real proud of you, keep going. There's nothing like really, truly understanding and giving yourself a pat on the back and saying, thank you, man. Thank you for doing this. This is hard, and I'm here for it. You take a deep breath and you tell yourself, I'm very brave and I'm a warrior. I am a conscious warrior doing the hard work over the holidays and what that means. And also I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge all the people that are quietly carrying the pain without telling anybody about it. And if you are watching this now, if you're on a replay later, I understand that. I understand carrying the pain quietly alone, and you're not. I'm here with you. Even though we're not sitting next to each other and you're not telling me what it is, I am here with you. And we can get through this. It is always, we're still here today, meaning we're always getting through this. And to those of you that are carrying the pain alone, that's why this circle exists now. All through the holidays, going into the new year, this show will always be around, so you do not have to carry your pain alone. You can also come on the show if you want. You can talk in the chats that will be up and rolling. You can get on the list, come on our live guests. There's many ways to interact with us once we actually get this up to full flight and everything's working the way it needs to be working. Feeling pretty good after relaying all this. You know what time it is right now? It's time for that. It's time for deep breathing again. Big deep breath in through the nose. Slow and relaxed exhale. Slower than your inhale is. Take a small space at the end. A small gap between the breaths. Now let's take another large inhale and fill the lungs up slowly from the nose. Slow exhale through the mouth like you're blowing out of a straw. Ooh, that grounding breath makes me feel good. I'm feeling a lot more grounded. I was kind of hurrying before the show, getting ready. Excited to try new things out. Excited to make it better. Excited to make it more comfortable for you guys you all to feel like you could start interacting. And there's no rush. I'm in no rush. I'm still learning every day. So I'm just enjoying being here with you. Any of you that are out there with me right now live, it's December 18th at 2 p.m., 2:10 p.m. Mountain Time. And any of you that are watching on replay, this is Unmasked. I'm Jason Fortune. The reason I called it Unmasked is because we walk around all day with personalities, defense mechanisms, things that are not truly us. And it takes a while to be able to get vulnerable and to look inside and to slow down and to trust yourself enough to share, not trust yourself, to love yourself enough to realize that what you have to share on the inside is extremely important and the rest of us need to hear it. It's very easy to be performative nowadays and to lock into some sort of language that we've heard spoken over and over, and just parrot that. It's very difficult to break open and be vulnerable. Say stuff like I'm a 52-year-old man and I've had complex PTSD since I was a child. Throughout all of that, learning to live with it, learning with it, the abuse that came from it, dragging the abuse into other parts of my life. I've had multiple therapies, multiple rehabs. I've been dragged through it, and I do not mind admitting it and being here and sharing with all of you so that all of you can understand we don't have to hide. We do not have to hide who we are behind yeses and other language that's not ours. Make decisions that are not ours. Feeling pretty good. We are at 20 minutes of being live now. I enjoy being here with you guys. Every day I'll be live. Tomorrow I'll be on. Friday at 1 p.m. Mountain Time. I will be live on on Twitch and YouTube. And then in the evenings, me and my co-host Carol Ann, we come on and do a more relaxed version, more just kind of hanging out with everybody in that kind of TikTok atmosphere and keeping it real, talking about the holidays, not trying to sell anything other than, let people know about Sage Collective and why it's here. But it has been a really fun day. I have really appreciated getting to spend time with all of you. These shows don't always have to be heavy. I want them to be more fun too. We don't always have to talk about healing and how healing is not Ram Dass in the white flowing robes sitting on cushions, and that it's more like kicking a really bad heroin addiction. And that's okay, because you know what happens when you kick that really bad addiction, which is called all of our bad behaviors, all of the things we were taught when we were little kids, all of our coping mechanisms. Do you know what happens when you kick that bad heroin addiction? The other side is green grasses and rainbows and weather patterns that you can handle. The highs are pretty awesome, and the lows aren't that bad. You know, I'm feeling pretty good. I feel like the show was successful. I hope on replay or on everything else my producers aren't telling me I was cutting in and out. Microphone was on and off. Music was too loud. I hope I pulled all this off. I hope those of you that are watching me felt like we got to sit here and get to know each other a little bit better. And I sure appreciated getting to talk to you. How do I feel at the end of this circle? I feel happy. I feel glad to be here. I feel extremely happy that I have given myself permission to say no. And for what no means for me is I'm up here with you. I'm not down in a city. I'm not around a bunch of parties. I'm taking it easy with Carol Ann, my 2 service dogs, my small little community up here. I plow some snow when it snows, and it's not really snowing right now, so I'm just kind of having a good time with you guys. Let me see. Had to turn that off for a little bit. Just wanted to talk to you. If everybody doesn't mind, when you're just sitting here, take your final breath with me. One last breath. And let it out. Really appreciated, and I'm really humble, and I'm grateful to be able to spend this time with you. If you want, you're feeling like it, come back tonight for TikTok Live with Unmasked. And if you're around tomorrow in the daytime, tune back in. There'll be a lot more. The show's going to keep unfolding. I appreciate you very much. Thank you, and goodbye.